Ikwerre people are Igbos. We are not from Benin. Even the late Oba of Benin wrote a book titled, I Remain, Sir, Your Obedient Servant. On page 19, he said he worked in the other district and he came across the Ikwerres and the Wechies, who are typical Igbos. So if the custodian of the Benin heritage could on record say that the Ikwerres and the Wechies are typical Igbos, you are going behind to say you are Benin. Man is saying, no, you are Igbos. Nobody owns Igbo. And there is no superior Igbo. Neither is there an inferior Igbo. Igbo has different language dialects. Ikwerre is one of them. As a matter of fact, Ikwerre is about the biggest. If you draw the census, Ikwerre is the biggest language group in the entire Igbo land. One of our progenitors, late Senator Dr. Obiwale, whose son is here today, became minority leader of the Nigerian Senate. That was an Igbo slot, and it was given to him by his Igbo brothers. We are not begging, it's not a privilege for us to be Igbo. We are not trying to be Igbo. We are not looking for Igbo to protect us. We are Igbos. You can choose to say whatever you want to say. You can hold any opinion about Livingstone, but I dare you. I dare you. Whoever it is, I dare you. So you cannot, because of a post-war script and narrative, come here to undermine our identity. It is a colonial script to divide us, so we become diminished in the face of our neighbors. Our neighbors know our capacity. They know our courage. They know we are a global institution. That Igbos all over the world, Igbos all over the world, we are more than 80 million. I was talking to Chief Mike Okiro earlier on, and he was talking to me about a man called Njoku, who is from Kenya. And he mentioned to me a particular Theophilus Okiro, who was one time minister in the government of Kenya. Am I correct, sir? People have said, he's an Imo State man, and I asked, when he joined the police, did he join because he wanted to be IG and took reverse slots? At the time he was IG, we prided in this state that our son is the Inspector General of Police. And you're coming to say he's 75 and going. Today is this year is the 76th year on earth. What else? He has seen it all. We are not looking for endorsement. We are not looking for recommendation. We are not looking for acceptance. Africa survives on the strength of Igbo. Africa survives on the strength of Igbo. Every Ikwerre man you see is an Igbo man. You can choose to deny it. Some of us have been denied several political privileges in this state on account of our stance. They have called us names. You can't trust them. Livingstone can't be trusted. You cannot hold him. You can't control him. I'm not looking for anybody to control me or to trust me. Even Jesus Christ was not looking for reputation. But the fact is, I tell you to your face, that's why I say, I dare you. So as we go home, remember that the more than 80 million Igbos around the world are looking up to this arrangement here today for leadership. We are in Cuba. I went through the slave trade manifest, and I realized that Calabar was the largest slave port in Africa. And the largest slaves that were exported from Africa to the rest of the world are Igbo. And we make up majority of most of the black nations, both in Northern America and other African little states, including Fiji and Haiti and the rest of them, Brazil. And we have very prominent sons. Bishop T.D. Jakes has traced his DNA up to Imo State. Oprah Winfrey, Buju Banton, Rihanna. You can even Bob Marley. We are not trying to claim it. It's not something we are not looking for an identity post. We are saying what it is. We are just like the Jews. Dele Farotimi says Igbos are the only ethnic group in Nigeria that can survive very well without the support of government. If we want to govern Nigeria, it's in our hands. But Igbos have to know what they are made of. You must know your onions. When you say Oha, Oyara, Wanneya, can we do that in reality? Can Igbos in River State, this idea of domination, Igbo doesn't own Ikwerre. Ikwerre is part of Igbo. So you don't come from Anambra and say, so when you come here, you respect your Ikwerre brother and his tradition. When I go to Nri, I respect my Nri brother and his tradition. That's the way it plays. You don't come here and begin to exert any form of dominion or control. No. We are one. We are. I am because we are. Mbuntu. So we are one. When I see my Anambra brother, I am proud that Anambra has the highest number of billionaires in Nigeria. I am proud. When I go to Imo State, I am proud. When I go to Ebonyi, I am proud. When you come to River State, respect your brothers from Ahoda, from Onelga, Oboebe Mandoni, from Ikwerre, from Wechie, from Omoma, from Oyibo, including those who have spilled into Eleme, Okrika, and Kalabari, including some parts of Bayelsa. And I told them that Ikwerre has an extension in Opobo, even in Boni, that Ikwerre, I was telling our brothers the other day, we have a community in Delta State. There is a kingdom called Ikwerre. There is a kingdom called Ikwerre in Delta State. They migrated from Elele. They have a first-class king. In fact, one of their sons is Dr. Samuel Ajogbe, the one-time director of projects of NDDC, ED project. And he confirmed to me I'm an Elele man, but we are in Delta State by virtue of migration. I wrote an article titled, Indeed, What is Bini About Ikwerre? And I wrote another article titled, Igbo Hates Ikwerre. Igbo Hates Ikwerre, the dummy they sold to us. Captain Elechi Amadi was confronted by Chidi, Professor Chidi Oswago. Why do you hate Igbo? He said, no, I don't hate Igbo. I am Igbo, but what I wrote against was the attitude and the treatment from the Aron people. That was personal. We should not, because there is a project to de-Igbonize the riverine Igbo and make the hinterland Igbo see us as enemies. And so when we come here, we want to subdue them. You cannot. We will keep rising. Although some of us here who are holding on to our heritage may not be much, but we need the support of each other to steer this ship. And if our hinterland Igbo brothers do not show us the reciprocal love and brotherhood, the other Ikwerres who are willing to hold on to this heritage will hold back because they feel you're not giving them the sufficient protection. There are some Igbo leaders in the past who drove this idea of hate and domination. And today we are finding it difficult to believe in each other. So there is a trust deficit. So it has to be a deliberate and a conscious commitment to bring about the Igbo structure so robust so that, because Satan does not fight one who has no great destiny. The war against Ndi Igbo is because of the destiny of the Igbos. Our greatness is under attack. We are under existential threat because of the destiny we carry. So you must not see them as Ndi Ikwerre and Ndi Soma. Ndi Igbo. When somebody comes and says, speak Igbo language, the other time in our meeting at a People's Club, they said, speak Igbo. I started speaking Ikwerre. Yes, Ikwerre is Igbo. And he got offended. He said, no, speak Igbo. I said, no. This is my own Igbo version. You can't impose another one on me. The time for peace and unity is now. So I want you to know that we are here not because we are looking for people to cling on to. We're here because God says we should be here. We did not choose to be here. God brought us here. We have our brothers all over the world. And I want to use this opportunity to call on all our brothers who are aspiring for this same office. Can we come to the round table? Our brother Dim Uche, Chief Fine Face Amechi, Jackson Omenazo, and the other yet unknown persons. Let's all come on board. Every move to divide us is part of the strategy to destroy us. Let's not give room for it. It's not about Mike Okiro. It's not about me. You can choose to be anything under the 1999 Constitution, so-called. You can, by virtue of the right to freedom of association, choose to create any group. But you know, the more we create too many Igbo groups, the more we are not unified to fight our battles properly. There are too many. Everybody in Igbo land is a king. Everybody is king. It's killing us. It's killing us. Everybody is this. Please, I will rest my case here to say to Chief Mike Okiro, sir, we love you and we look forward